There is a car parked in the backyard.
What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to come and help.
You gonna abandon your rocket?
Oh shit! Run!
Fucking A. How the fuck did you get a beeper? 11% health. Yeah.
Should I switch to gun and start banging away?
Well, I would be more stealthy.
What's up, Saint Lee?
Got him.
Some sort of a missing persons murder thing. Murder video. Can't tell if it's like a documentary or if it's a mock-up-mentary or whatever. Can't quite tell. How you been? I assume you're working. Yeah, no, it's like some sort of a documentary, mockumentary or something. I was just watching it earlier. I'll finish watching it later. Basically, missing persons, and they go to the house and find out. It looks like possibly his son is the one that's doing it, but shall see. All right. So what am I bringing up? If that's what you call me going, what? I don't understand what that means. Oh, whoa! What just happened? They changed something. You did it, Raiders. The Stella Montez tunnel is fully operational. Oh, you're at work. Oh, okay. That's what you call. Yeah, you're getting paid to be somewhere and not at home. I get you. I get you. When are you gonna come back and help me grind this Arc Raiders game? God damn. It hasn't been as much fun without you. I'm trying to bring this up over here. There we go. Why am I not seeing anything on the screen here? Like, I already enabled it. Why is it not picking it up? There we go. It says breaking new ground, expansion complete. You did it, Raiders. The Stella Montez tunnel is fully operational. Been surveying the area. Be careful out there. Does that mean there's a new map? So it says merits rewarded 3,600. Materials contributed 230. Oh, this is the beginning thing that we spent 2 minutes doing before. I understand. I understand. Yeah, I took the day off work. Every time I take a day off work, I wish I could just sit. I don't know. I wonder when I ever get a day to just. I don't know. My wife says apparently as adults, we don't actually get any time off ever. So, but I don't believe her. I think we should get time off because otherwise, what's the point of life, right? But anyway, not this week. Sorry, going to Vegas on Thursday for hockey tournament. Okay, cool. That's cool. Vegas, isn't that like just like behind your house though? It's not that far away, isn't it? Isn't that like just like next year? But that's cool. Hopefully he does well. So wish him best luck. Hopefully he, you know, as they say in Canada, elbows up. Right. So that's what they say. That's cool. Excellent. Yeah, there's no big events or nothing for soccer this time of year for us, but we do have an indoor complex that the girls do practice and stuff in. So, which they complain at their age. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like we do it for them. You know, because we know they can stay active. Because if we didn't, they'd be sitting around all day. So, like, as a kid, the combat me playing video games all the time. My parents made up this, or I don't know, maybe they didn't make it up, but there's this thing where, you know, you could only play the Nintendo for so long until the adapter gets hot. Once the adapter gets hot, we got to turn it off because it could melt to catch the house on fire. Basically, is what we were told. So we only got a couple hours here and there. So we spend a lot of time. Like I love playing softball, baseball, basketball. street hockey and stuff, ice hockey in the winter, volleyball, wrestling. Like, there was so many things we did outside. Even then, it was like, wow, can't believe he spends all your time inside. Like, I spent all my time outside. But the kids now, you just can't even, like, the kids were good in the earlier on when they were kids, but now they're teenagers. Like, can't believe you're like, every single Thursday and every single Sunday, one of my daughters at least won't look at me and talk to me for at least 5 hours because I'm punishing her somehow by making her go to soccer. But the reality is she wouldn't do anything other than that. His last game, he picked up a 2-game suspension. So game number 1 in Vegas, he gets to sit out. Oh, really? How did he get suspended? Jesus. 2-game suspension. So what did he do? He had to do something. Shit. Anyway. So I took the day off. I was trying to get some stuff done at the house this morning. I managed to get my Christmas lights working again. Oh, you sent me videos on Discord? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Which team are you, white or blue? Oh, I'm assuming you're white. Was that hip check? Oh, boarding, was it? Was that a boarding call? 'Cause that's the first one. So what? What was the second call? Oh, crash it to the face. Oh, okay. So is that just two? Is that the same instance? No, it's two. That's two different things, right? Puck goes into the corner. Red player in, blue player crunch. Red player takes him out. I gotta make that bigger. Hold on. Yeah. That first one was a pretty cross check to his face. Other one was clean. Yeah, you said the second one was clean, right? Is that what you're saying? Are we agreeing on that? The second video was clean, but the one against that's like a boarding. I think that's boarding, isn't it? I thought that's what that was. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I mean, hockey's a rough sport, right? And it definitely can be. Yeah, the second was a clean shot. But I mean, what did his coach say? Like, did he say, you can't be at that, or did he say, next time, wait till he's on the boards, or I can show it on screen? Okay. I'll try it again. 1 second. Let's bring it back. How do I bring this up? I'm trying to see if it lets me do it. Or I'm going to download them. Download both of them. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I get this to work. Nothing really. You should say something to him, one way or the other. As a coach, say something. It's like, that was a good hit, son, or that was not a safe hit, son, or that cost us 5 minutes in the box and a suspension. So now you're out for 2 games. How does that make you feel? Because now we're shorthanded. Or good job because you took out the other player. That was their top player on their team, and then we won the game because of it, right? You think it'd be something. All right, let's try this again. Which one's which? I think this is part 2. Okay, hold on. I'm not getting any visual. Am I getting visual now? Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's visual. Why is there no sound? Here we go. Let's try this again. He didn't have the puck, right? Did he have the puck? Oh, well, no, he did have the puck. He had control of the puck at the time. Yeah. I mean, it's part of the game. Like that second one, I think that second hit was more of, I think that was a clean hit, and I think the kid was just a smaller kid, right? If that was a bigger kid, he might not have, I think his head was up, right? Once their heads are up, is good. Problem is, or seen it coming. Yeah, I can hear Don Cherry yelling at the screen now. I was like, "Come on now, kids! You gotta make sure when you gotta have a look before that hit is coming. You prepare yourself." But anyway, it kind of sucks. I guess it's good he has to travel with the team and stuff. So he's as a parent, it sucks because you're like, yeah, we gotta excuse me, sit here and watch this game. My son's not even playing. At the first one, the other team, that kid hit the smaller guy on our team. So the first one, the other team, that kid hit the smaller guy on our. Did I screw it up completely? My apologies. Did I screw it up completely? So the first hit was red on blue, and the second hit was okay. I screwed that up, and it doesn't even look blue anymore on the second screen. Okay, I get you. So that was a retribution hit. Gotcha. First one, the other team that hit the kid, the smaller guy on our team, so I made a point, but then he crossed him in the face. Ah, shitty. Okay, well, at least you got both angles. All right, that makes more sense. I wasn't even paying attention to the colors and stuff. Apologies there. Yeah. I mean that's hockey though. That's pretty much that's hockey. That's what happens all the time, every game. You take out this player and the other team, takes out this player. I mean, they try to get rid of some of that nowadays, but like years ago and stuff, like that's how it worked, right? Like the whole goon squad, right? A lot of guys, they can't shoot a puck, but they can damn well take a hit or take someone else out, right? To protect your guys, right? Keep people in line and stuff. Wow, I find hockey is a very fascinating sport because you don't really see that in some other stuff, right? It's not the same thing anyway. All right, end of week. How did we do? Did we promote it one rank? Okay. Go to trials. So we're a wild card. There's no difference between wild card. The more I play this, the more I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm realizing, and this is me saying this, the more I play this, the more I'm thinking in my head that this game was never supposed to do as good as it's doing now. I feel the developers thought they had something that could make a few dollars, maybe to make their money back, and they can move on to another project, and that was it. They're going to have a little roadmap and just see how it goes and kind of, drop off. That's how I feel about this. Now, whether that's fact, I don't know. But it just seems like some of this stuff that they're giving, it hardly makes it worth grinding for. Look, I'm doing it because I want to, just say I did it. But I'm actually doing it a different way. Well, everyone's doing it for, doing it their way, but I'm not really, like, most of my stuff is not a PvP. It's mostly just playing what I call the game, while other people are just going into a map, learning where the extracts are, or choke points, and sitting there, killing the other players and taking the loot. Like, I get it, that's a gameplay strategy and stuff. But I think it's really lame. Not the PvP, like the fighting part. I think it has its place. That's why I think duos is the best version of this game, because you can kind of do both. You can do the PvE stuff and have someone watch your back as you're doing it, and you can still PvP if you want to when you see other players. Trios, it just seems like everyone is just a bloodbath all the time. That's what it seems like. And solos, I feel, is meant for you to do the PvE stuff. But unfortunately, the game hit like a crazy amount of people. So there's just so, and it's where, and I've said day one, this is a very casual game. So it's really easy for someone to pick up a controller or a keyboard and mouse and just go in with free loadout. Again, another reason why I think I'm agreeing more and more to free loadouts need to go. You ask every PvP player. Okay. So it's funny. I keep hearing people say streamers ruin the game. And when they're talking about the top guys, right? I was watching Grims yesterday. I like Grims. I watched him for many, many years. Not consistently, but many years. I know who he is. He's his game on. I generally like him. He's a very, I find he's very humble. He plays the game. He doesn't think too much of himself. He enjoys what he plays. He talks to his chat, both at YouTube and Twitch. Like, he's generally a good person. Not saying other people are not, but other people kind of get caught up in the hype. But I find he's pretty. So anyway, I was watching him last night play, and he kind of influenced me to do another quick stream last night. But I was watching him play while I was playing Furthest Frontier, and he was PvPing. Absolutely. That was what he was doing. But he wasn't PvP with free loadouts. He was going in with an actual kit, an actual gun, an actual leveled up level 4 this, level 4 that, proper grenades. He was entertaining in a PvP aspect. He was entertaining, I gotta say. And no offense to some of the other guys that we know personally that does the PvP, because they're having fun and everyone can play the game whatever they want. But I'm just saying, from like a broad audience perspective, what I do for PvP, if I'm using free loadouts or other people, that's just, again, it's lame anyway, because you got no risk, all reward. And it's not even that entertaining, you know, because you're just going in with 20 bullets on a whatever. It's like, oh, well, it's entertaining in the sense like, oh, he overcome the odds and he killed the other players. But they're all just using freaking level 1 gear anyway. Like, go in and use the good stuff. Like, what? I don't get it. I think they should get rid of free loadouts. Either get rid of it or change it so you can only have them to like level 20. It's like a learning tool. Or maybe have it locked around stash size. Although I don't 100% agree with that either. Because you could pretty much go in and just keep selling everything and only play free loadouts. And I think there should be a timer on it. Because it was like Tarkov and had a timer on it. Yeah, exactly, Zangley. It was like Tarkov with a timer. What do you do in Tarkov? You play as a scav. You come out. You have two choices. You either sit on your thumbs and play Tetris in the inventory until the 10-15 minutes is up, and then play scav again. Or you go in with your loadout. Now, whether it's just a pistol or a geared up character, either way, you're using your gear. This game, although at first I was like, cool, I don't have to deal with that Tarkov bullshit, I think Tarkov has it right. They absolutely have it right. If I was going to take two things from Tarkov, I would take the timer for scavs, and I would take insurance. Although tweak it a little bit. Maybe you can only insure one gun or something. Maybe insurance is free. You know, and it's only for your actual player. Something like that. But anyway, what I was trying to get at, I just got sidetracked. I'm sure about lunch and eating these chips and dip. The expedition, the project. So, Saintly, where we last left off in the expedition is we're on stage 4. I need to get one leaper lag or leaper pulse unit or whatever it's called. I finally got one. So I was able to go to the next stage. The next stage, so just hear this out now. The next stage, you have to donate $250,000 worth of combat items, $100,000 worth of survival items, $180,000 worth of provisions, and $300,000 versus materials. You have to do all those things. All those things. Okay? So I got like a little bit of a gripe with this. And the next step. So, actually, I'll explain it. Hold on. Chips and dip are really addictive. Oh God, messy too. Okay, so let me bring it up. Our creators. So I did a video on this the other day on YouTube. You can check it out to get a more detailed look at it. But basically, when you prestige, shit. When you prestige, so you do technically still have time, certainly just not a lot. Or you got enough time to possibly just do the prestige, but not the second part. Which I'll explain. So basically, on December 17th, you get the magic button that allows you to hit the prestige button that commits yourself to resetting your character. It does not happen until December 22nd. So you still have 5 days. So even if you don't have all the stuff you need, you can still do it. You still technically have up until December 22nd to actually do it. So when you do it, you get Patchwork Raider outfit. So that's a cosmetic outfit, obviously. So that sets you aside so other people know that you're elite. You get Scrappy, that's your rooster. He gets a Jander hat, so it's a different hat. You only see that, of course. You get Expedition Indicator icon, so that's going to be either some sort of a symbol that when you kill players or whatever, they can see that or whatever, something like that. Or maybe it's only on your screen. We don't know exactly what it is. Then you get skill points depending on stash value. We're going to come back to that because that one is the one that's the point of contention. Not even a word. And you get 12 stash space extra. So I think right now is a 280. So that means you can go up to 292. So 12 extra. Well, think of it this way. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, who cares? What's 12 stash spaces? That's 12 wolf packs that you can hold as an extra point, right? Or you start off an extra 12 spaces, whatever you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, that's 12 extra wolf packs. Or 12, name that gun or whatever, your favorite gun that you have. So that one is kind of big. You also get these, again, I'm going to come back to the skill points, but this is also important. This is a reason, this here could be your reason why, if you're interested in playing this game again in the next month or two, this might be the reason anybody will want to grind for it. And it's not this, it's what happens after. So you get temporary buffs. Not going to happen this time. Oh no, it's fine. I'm just talking. Generally speaking, like I know you're in that situation. If you're interested, this is the information you need. But there's other people too, obviously. So you get a 10% repair buff. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming that means you. I don't know what that means. But it's 10% repair buff. I'm assuming that means you use less materials. I'm not really sure though. You get a 5% XP boost, so you get your XP faster. And 6% more materials from Scrappy, which is not bad either. So you get your materials back constantly. The reason why I said don't really sound like much. The reason why this is important is because this stacks. So this is a game, and again, we're talking the future here now, guys. Like, other than Scum for me and Tarkov for some other people, like how many times do you continue to play games beyond a certain period of time? So what this does is if you prestige now, you get these buffs. But if you prestige again the second time, the next month, the next 6 weeks, whatever it is, these are stackable. So in theory, you would get 20%, 10%, and 12%. And apparently it continues to stack for I thought it said here somewhere. Buffs will increase in power for your next 3 expeditions, but only 1 departure allowed per expedition window. So basically, you could potentially have up to 30% repair buff, 15% XP boost, and 18% more materials from Scrappy if you keep doing it. So if this is a game that you really love, and you're going to continue to play it anyway, I would try to Prestige this time around. The other reason too, and I don't want to kind of think about it too, is on the next month or so, we're going to have more maps and more things to do. So it's going to have more things to do, and so more things to do. So it's going to be like you're doing more things. If that makes any sense, but you're not going to be as bored as quick, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Now let's go back to the skill points for a second. So skill points, as you know, is simply 1 point. You get 75 because of 75 levels. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet right now. People are saying that the level, because the devs have said the level cap stays at 75, which I think they said somewhere. I'm not sure if it's in this screen or not, but they did say the level cap stays at 75, so not increasing the level cap. Although I don't see why not. Like, who cares? I don't understand this thing. Like, to me, anyway, I'll leave my comments to the end. I'll just, this is the good, and I'll give you my comments after. But basically, you get the skill points. Now, what we didn't know, what we assumed is you just got the skill points, but that's not true. What you actually need to do is you need to have 1 million coins worth of value. So that's literally money or inventory stuff in inventory per skill point. So on December 22nd, if you hit that prestige button on December 22nd, you get all these things. This, you get between 0 and 5 skill points. So if you have $999,000 worth of gear and money in your inventory on December 22nd, you are awarded with Goose Egg, 0 skill points. If you have $1,500,000, you get 1 skill point. So that's why I say the grind is on in my title, because not only do I need to get enough requirement to reset my character to prestige or go expedition, I also still need to have upwards to 5 million credits worth of inventory and cash to be able to get those skill points. Now, you could say, who cares? It's just a couple skill points. I am right now maxed out in my inventory, in my person. So I went 33 mobility. I never got these 2 skills. 38 survival. I got these 2. I didn't do anything in conditioning. This one right here, Blastborn, I wish I would have got that one. I wish I would have got Blastborn. Why does it allow me to put in a skill point? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Because Blastborn, I'm after noticing now a few times, I'm after getting killed in game by players on the map I tend to go on purpose for this reason, the lightning map, because all the sounds that's going on and everything else, people don't hear the gunshots. Well, you also don't hear footsteps, right? So it says your hearing is less affected by nearby explosions. So although what I said is true, generally speaking, it's not necessarily true all the time. So like these people that came up on me from behind, they might have heard us preaching because their hearing may not be as affected. So that one I think could be important. This one also is important to make less noise by breaching. Let's actually look at the skill tree right quick. What's up, Irox? And then we have proficient doors and containers take less time. So this is actually quicker. You know what? This one here. This one's kind of important though too. There's a couple things here that are kind of important. I don't know. I don't understand why the devs can't just let us have the whole friggin' skill tree. Why not? Just the more you play, the more you go. And then when you get to the end, have an option to prestige. And then when you prestige, you get a really kick-ass kick-ass skin. Kick-ass skin. Like something super good. You know? I kind of think this is a little lazy. Because you don't even get to finish it. It's like, oh, well, for balancing. Well, you can't even, like, put points in there or anything. Just kind of mess around with it. So, and you can't reset it whenever you want. Like, maybe that should be an option. Maybe you should be able to just reset the game whenever you feel like it to suit your play style. You know? Now, I'm not saying just reset the tree. I'm just saying prestige yourself. Now, if you get to level 75 and prestige yourself, then it gives you something special or whatever. But if you do it in the middle of a thing, then you reset everything to just try. I don't know. It's got to be a balancing thing, of course, right? All right. So we're going to have a match. We are actually just going to do a free loadout, guys. We're just going to do a free loadout. Just exactly what I just said is a shitty way to play this game, but just to kind of warm up. And go into Night Raid versus on this map. And we're gonna see how this goes. This may not work well. I had some matches last night. I had a match yesterday. I didn't stream it. It was after I raided somebody else. And I had one more match after. And I wish I would have kept streaming. I hate not streaming because always something happens. So I had this big battle in this map with a bunch of players. Killed a bunch of players. At the end, killed one more player. He said some things to me or whatever, and I was like, you know what? I think you're gonna eat your words right now. And I revived him, brought him back to life. We fought another player. He got downed again, and then he got downed again, and then I helped him get out, so we escaped together. It was a unique experience. Why are they like that?
Though my suppliers say that Ark is twice as vigilant after sunset.
I don't have very much time to loot. It's all picked over now. Where's extract to anyway? Here.
Head home at the Seed Vault air shaft.
It's a dead player over here. Is he looted, I wonder? Yeah, he's looted. Like at level 75, there's not even an incentive to there's not even an incentive to search anything at level 75 because you don't get experience anymore. Like it doesn't even I get the experience, but nothing happens, you know? You're still there, not saintly, but I pretty much melted. I pretty much melted everything that I had in my inventory. I get rid of everything. Oh my god, can you climb it? Trying to be as quiet as possible, and you can't walk up a step. So I was arguing with someone online, and they were saying, so it's well, one guy said the best way to do this, what I'm doing, is just keep going in and as a scav, as a free loadout, because it's free money, and then just you know, just get out. So you get like, you know, every time. I was like, dude, it's, or sorry, PvP with it. I was like, that's what he wanted to do, just go PvP with it. But I was like, I don't know if that's the best way to do it. I would think the best way to do it would be to actual, you know, if you're going to PvP, bring in your actual gear so you can get a chance to kill the player instead of like whatever the hell you're talking about. Jesus. This is extract here, right? Nah, it's bullshit. So there's just a player running there.
We're closing the tubes down in 10 minutes before the security protocol gets triggered. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Oh, you made it. Good job. Wow, that was close for that guy. bare ass hippo. So that was $21,000 worth of gear that I brought out. So I can immediately go in and get rid of all of it. I guess I'll check and see what the trial is. Wasps, supply drops. But leaderboard they put me on. I'll try harder than these guys.
Always room for one more.
This time I'm going to just get a cattle. I'm just going to go in with a level 1 kettle and a little bit of ammo for it. Like, upgrading your guns gives them a lot more value for them to get rid of them. All right, let's go back into the projects. So I'm done survival items. So provisions, I still need another 30,000. So we'll get rid of our empty bottle of wine, pasta, and wristwatch. That's another 5,000. It's not bad. Oops. And materials, I bring out anything just in worth money to even try to get rid of. I think you don't want the odd fireballs. Now just bringing out arc stuff is probably enough to make money on. Uncovered caches. This is my problem with the anyway, whatever. Let's just go into we'll bring a hatch key and see what we can find. See what we can find in damn battle rooms. So I went in with $13,000 worth of stuff. Usually a cache up top. Up here. Sometimes there's a cache right here, which is not. And sometimes there's a cache up right here, which is not. Oh, yes, there is. Wow. Anvil blueprint. Finally got an anvil blueprint. Haven't had one of those before. Little test again to probably have things that I need. I'm hearing ticking. This way. Right here. Oh, there might be a player there. So we help the player or do we hinder the player? What do you guys think, chat? Help or hinder? So I'm not talking about someone that's shooting at me. Obviously, we can't help that person. They're already sketchy as fuck. We're going to shoot them. But if they're there and they're just like, you know, doing the thing, do we help or do we hinder?
Wasp, the scrapyard.
It's like, I have so many good memories of this game that if I started playing the game today, I would never have. I remember me and Saintly were here at this exact spot, and we ran into two other people, and we were all doing the same quest at the same time, and we all like helped each other with it, kind of thing. It was such a unique experience, and the difference is like PvP versus PvE, right? Like the difference is if you're playing a PvE only game, we could have killed them, but we chose not to. Just gonna make some noise. So we'll find out. Did someone shoot that? That wasn't me. Dude, I don't know if that was someone that shot that or if it hit a tree. There he is. Play right there. He just come from the trees. He just spawned in. It's a loose spot. I see him running. Hey, dude. Are you doing a hat quest? You're a new player, I guess. Oh, you got a hornet behind you. Be careful. Torrent blueprint. Oh, dude, this is... Oh, basket. Shit. All right, I think I should get out.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Well, I gotta... Like, that blueprint's worth $5,000, man. For one slot item. Like, I already have it, but still, it's worth a few dollars. So should I go out the normal way, or should I go out through the... Or should I go through the hatch? There's actually a little storm drain over here. traverse too, but it's along here somewhere. It's a starting bunker right there. Somebody's hitting the checkpoint. Oh, someone getting lit up there. I think we're gonna avoid it then. Yeah, someone just got killed. Toxic, toxic, toxic. We're gonna go over to the hatch. They ain't gonna bother. We go right up to the hatch. Let them fight it out.
Head home at the Red Lake's hatch.
Could help them kill the hornet. Hey, hey.
Hello.
Go together. Go together.
Yeah, sure. Gave me a heart attack there, bro.
Yeah.
I'll use mine.
Okay, cool, cool. I could have went. I could have got killed then. If I didn't stop to shoot that arc, I would have got there first, and he might have, maybe. All right. Now I'm going to learn this blueprint. Everything else I'm going to keep the same. Right, let's go back into Raiders. Let's go to Trials. Now 59 position. Which is not bad. Dessert, I haven't really done anything. So the Queen of Matriarch one, that's the one I'm going to go in. If it was a nighttime raid, I'll just go with a Ferro or an Anvil and sit in the corner and try not to get third parties. Supply drops, ticks, fireballs, pops, wasp. This is actually a pretty good one. And bastions. This is a pretty good one. All right, so go to projects. We should probably do some stuff then. Survival is done. Let's go to provisions first. So this one I actually brought out some apricots, some roots, olives, mushrooms. Almost got me enough though to get there. I won't use the seeds right now. Oh, and I could use the blueprint too. All right, so that's provisions. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to materials. Get anything out of that, just Dan, that could help. I'm pretty much done provisions, huh? So I got 900 away from that one. And then combat weapons. Just had to bring out some stuff. I'm close. I'm close to all of these. Like if I had to, I could just do it. But I don't think I have. Let's go. If I go select all, this, yeah. So anyway, we're not going to do that right now. Still Blue Gate. So let's get a clip for that going too while we're at it. All right, we'll go Blue Gate this time, and we'll see what we can bring out. All right, 29-minute mark. Where are we to? There's a lot of little things I can search over here, isn't it? Oh, hey, guy. I didn't see you there. He's ignoring me completely. If he shoots me, I swear to God. So maybe that's how we'll do it, guys. Good shooting, guy. So maybe we'll play it. We'll play tit for tat. That might be a good way to play this, eh? So as soon as I get attacked by a player, that's when I go in PvP. And then if I get, and then so I get in PvP mode, and then what's that? Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was muted apparently.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to know where I could find a damaged heat sink, would you? Oh shit! Hold on. There's a thing here. Where'd he go?
Usually those are in the buildings at the computer and stuff. On this map, Pilgrim's Peak should have them. I don't know where he went to.
Someone else is after him too.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me. Pilgrim's Peak, I think, in the computer room, has damaged heat sinks.
No, I did not hear you. I was more focused on trying to get this motherfucker.
Oh, all good, all good. Man, arguably the hardest thing to kill. Got him.
Fuck yeah.
Are you looking for something from the body, or?
I was looking for surveyor vaults for my thing, but honestly, it's less the surveyor vaults. I needed to kill it for my mission.
All right, I got one on me. I'll drop it for you in a second.
It's not a problem. I already have what I need for the mission. It was literally just killing it.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough one. So did you want it or no?
Nah, not yet. Not necessary. I appreciate it though.
All good.
All right. So what were you saying about damaged heat sinks?
Yeah, so a Pilgrim's Peak, I believe, like basically any inside place that has like computer rooms with like keyboards and stuff everywhere, they're usually laid on those. So I'm pretty sure I've seen them at Pilgrim's Peak as well.
Oh, so the exact other side of the map. Got it.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
cool.
it's not a big map though.
Yeah, fair enough. I got 23 minutes. And I don't want to fuck with those, so.
actually running out of ammo, so I probably shouldn't. Hey, guy.
Hello.
All right, that'll give me some light ammo. Probably just get out here. Yeah, no problem, man. I was already looted. So I'm gonna get shit of stuff. Maybe I'll just get out with that guy. I'm done with it. So, because I am full. Usually people hide in that building.
You friendly, bro? I hear you out here.
Yeah,
Damp is engaged. Fan slowdown confirmed.
just extracting, same as you.
1 moment.
I'm just trying to leave, bro. We can leave together if we take too long.
Yeah, I'll go in first.
I got no gun out. Yeah, I got no gun out. I'm right behind you. Easy, man.
GG's. I was gonna do a whole video after being amped up on Facebook about. I'll tell this story. So I'm in a Reddit group and a Facebook group for this game because it was really friendly. Again, this game started and all the social media stuff it was super, super friendly, but now it's really, really aggressively toxic. All of it is like more toxic than SCUM. Like it's brain dead toxic to the point of it's like it's funny. It's almost like your rights are more than my rights kind of situations in case, and it all springs from players wanting to just play this game. And when I say that, I mean they want to kill the NPCs, loot stuff, and extract. They're not really interested in the PvP. And then you have the PvP players basically gone as much as to create a blueprint icon with a dome tit, a pacifier. And that's what they post, or they're just saying really toxic stuff. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking at this as like, so we have a bunch of, and I know some of these are children and some of these are teenagers, and there are some females, but it's mainly males. So you have a bunch of adult men. Now, whether they're 20, 25, or 65, I don't know. But a bunch of adult men. So you have one category of people that are like, I just want to play the game. And the other category of people like, you're not playing the game right. You must, and because you're not playing it right, I'm going to make fun of you. And then when the column A says, guys, like, I don't get why you're just being so toxic. Column B is like, well, clearly you don't know what toxicity is, and grow a backbone, or you're a PUSSY, or you're a, all these things. And I'm kind of sugarcoating it, but basically it's very, very toxic. No one can say anything. And it's kind of funny too. Like I watched the general change of pace. So initially it was, guys, we want to just play the game. PvE is what I guess I'm trying to say. Most people are fine with some PvP, but like the term rat is overused. But because now anybody that kills another player is called a rat. Like that's not true. A rat is someone hiding in the corner. A rat is one sitting in the extract. If you're running around in Stella Montes shooting other players, you're not a rat. You're just trying to get kills, right? Player interactions, antisocial, Wooble, Sleepyhead, 1991, and you snag, all decent people apparently. So it's just so toxic, and I know I should know the difference of this, because like 20 years ago I told myself I had to stop reading CBC forums, because it was all like the dregs of society typing, right? Keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call it, armchair athletes, all those things. And anyway, it's just a continuation, and I should just unsubscribe from the Facebook. Ironically, Facebook is more toxic than the Reddit is. Which is funny, because you would think it would be, because the Facebook actually has real people, their face, their profile, their kids, all that stuff. But it actually makes it more toxic, because then it becomes personal. Because if you look at my name on Reddit, it's the same name, most likely, like your name, my name is probably the same name as on Reddit, kind of thing, it is in your gamer tag. But on Facebook, it's probably your real name. Now I have a fan page too that I type stuff as well, so I try to cover myself that way. But what happens on Facebook is people can go into your profile and they start making fun of you and making judgments about you and your lifestyle and your family and your haircut and the way you look and how, small or big you are, all these things. So it's very toxic, very toxic. So it's pretty much normal now. If someone says A, then someone else is going to turn around and say B, and then also call you a name. It's like, that's pretty much what it is. But just from my perspective, I haven't seen anybody that has had the PvE point of view that want to play the game start off calling somebody else a name. It's always the opposite. And unfortunately, people are bringing politics into stuff too, which I'm thinking in my head is like, and you guys know what politics I'm talking about. But I'm thinking in my head is like, you realize not everybody's from the same country, right? So for you calling me a left or a right or a liberal or a Republican or Democrat or independent or whatever, like you're making a preconceived judgment on your own. Like, which what does that tell you about, what does that tell me about you anyway? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to go and make that's the stupidest thing anyway. I'm sorry, guys. Like, that is the most cringe behavior that the world sees when when a particular country is calling another person names based on a political belief, especially when it's within this party system, right? If we're talking about, very negative political beliefs, I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying, guys, because I'm really wondering why my YouTube numbers have been, what do you call it? Shadow banned. I think I'm shadow banned on YouTube. So I'm trying not to say certain things that maybe it's causing issues, and maybe it has nothing to do with it. But anyway, but I still want to be me, right? I still want to get my point out there. But anyway, I just kind of go through the whole thing. So basically, somebody posted this morning. I had it on my phone. I was actually going to talk about it here, but I'm not going to read it word for word. So I don't want to show screenshots, because then I'll show people's names and stuff. And I don't want to really do that, even though it's all there. So if you go to the Arc Raiders community forums on Facebook, the groups and stuff, you'll see it, because it's on all of them. But anyways, there was this woman. She posted saying that her and her husband, or her and her boyfriend, or her and fiance, I forget what it was, they each have an Arc Raiders account, and they popped on, and they started playing together, and they didn't play very long. It was only 5 hours, which because when I read 5 hour part, I thought it was going a different way than it was actually going. I was thinking that everyone was going to go and jump on the person and say, oh, you only played 5 hours, blah, 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 blah. But that's not even where it went to. I kind of agree what the person was saying because based on the person's experience only in 5 hours, it is pretty common. But anyway, basically she was using her real voice and she had a female character in game and she was talking on the mic. And of course, sounded like a kind-hearted person, her and her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is. Were playing and they got into a dual PvP with another team. And that particular person, or I think the husband got downed or knocked out. And she was, hiding and trying to like play the game. And I guess she must have talked. And I don't know if she said this, but I'm kind of picturing in my head. They're new to the game. They're trying to, kill the Ark. They're trying to loot stuff. So there's guys, can you guys stop spoiling our fun? And as soon as she said anything, that's when all the sexist and the SA kind of remarks and everything went out to her. So she was obviously very offended, and she took to the internet. Now, I know a lot of people are tired of people taking their grievances to the internet. Things that happen to them or whatever. But at the same time, depends on what it is, right? And it depends on what the situation is. Like, if it's something that is, to a lesser degree, not that important, then I can understand people be a bit more dismissive. But the things that she was talking about is something that just shouldn't happen anyway. But the amount, and I thought for sure to be people going for bat for her, but I swear to God, like when I was looking through the list of people, I kind of went through, because I'm looking with my own echo chamber to try to find something that kind of fits what I'm talking about. And I was kind of hoping more people would agree. But the amount of people that basically either said it doesn't matter because it doesn't happen to them, they don't care, women's privilege, like so much nasty. Like I remember a couple of years ago, Blizzard got in a lot of trouble for their toxic environment regarding women and stuff in the company. And I remember there's a lot of stuff on podcasts talking about, gamers and how they treat women. And I thought we were past a lot of that stuff, to be honest. That was like 10 years ago. I thought we were past all the progressiveness we've after having in society now, things you can and cannot say last 10, 20, 30 years be cringe. Like there's things that comes on TV now that's said in the show and it's fine. You watch Seinfeld, for God's sake. Stuff said in that show, sometimes right now you're probably like, oh, can't believe they said that. But obviously it was a certain timepiece. I don't have any problem with it. Most people wouldn't have a problem with it today. Because it happened then, but it's just stuff you just don't say that stuff. And I think a lot of the things, some stuff you might say is silly, but other stuff is just, you're just growing as a human being and growing as a society, I think. Like, do we have to be horrible to people? Like, is that a rite of passage or something? So anyway, that's I'd say so many other people always say, I'm sick and tired of seeing this too. It's like, oh, well, you wouldn't be able to last in the Call of Duty lobbies, the Halo lobbies back in the day, blah, blah. It's like, guys, just because you lived through an era where there was no moderation, where the internet was the Wild Wild West in that sense, doesn't mean it has to be now, and it doesn't mean it was actually right for it to happen then either. Like, have you not grown as a person to turn around and say, well, Matrix, now, obviously, look, I'm in my 40s, so I lived through all this stuff. Like, I lived through the dawn of the internet, of all the toxicity and all that stuff. So I've been through all that stuff. Sure, I might have said a couple things here and there that I wouldn't repeat to today. But at the same time, shouldn't we evolve? Shouldn't we, be better? And the amount of people... And I get where this one guy was kind of going places with it, but the more he talked, the more I realized he's a part of the problem as well. So it was this gentleman, he brought up his son, he said, my son plays these games too, and he hears all this kind of language and stuff and these things too said towards him. And I told him, like, look, son, all these people, whatever, they don't matter to you anyway, so just don't worry about it, kind of thing. Now, his language is a lot more colorful. And I'm thinking of the way he put it, the way he phrased it, and I was like, I get what you're saying, which is true, but at the same time, you're phrasing it the same way that the other people are phrasing towards him. So, and then the more he talked, because he bantered back and forth with another particular person, the more he talked, the more I realized that I'm sorry, you're just as much of the problem as anybody else. Your poor kid. I hopefully to get through it all. And look, I know, like, so we've all been there in a sense too, if we've grown up that generation. But at the same time, like, I also brought up the fact that EA's been banning players for typing in the public chat trash, essentially, about other players. And then you have a big long list of players up in arms saying, I cannot believe you would do that. I cannot believe you would ban a player because of the language they used. I cannot believe, this is an M-rated game. The characters swear in game. It's like, yeah, the characters swear in game on topic. You're swearing at another player that's playing a video game. And I go back to, I said this before, this is no different. If you're going to treat this as entertainment or as like a sport, this is no different. If you're in hockey, if you're in soccer, and you go and start mouthing off or to another person, that's poor sportsmanlike. You're gonna get a penalty. You're gonna get a red card. You're gonna get a foul, right? You're gonna get kicked out of the game. So that's essentially what's happening. EA is the referee, and they say, if you want to play in this field, you paid your price of admission, but just because you paid to play the game doesn't mean you don't follow the rules, right? Like, people think they have so many rights, and it's free speech or free rights or all this stuff. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, but anyway, the amount of people was going aboard this poor girl, and I didn't even say anything to her myself. I just more targeted the other people. It's like, guys, what are you talking about? It's like the amount of people here that are talking about bringing politics into this situation, calling this person names, calling everyone else names as trying to defend her, saying they're white knighting or they're going to somehow be in her good graces. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's like, for one, it's none of any of your business. She was bringing up the fact that people are toxic in the game. And guess what? You just proved it on Facebook. You proved her point. You absolutely proved her point. What a bunch of babies. Not the person posting it, but the people that are butthurt because she touched their feelings. They touched all their one feeling they all have, their combined feeling, and they got so upset they gotta, put their rage on their keyboard. I go back to the thing, like the comment is like, oh, well, you wouldn't be able to last in my day. Well, that kind of shows your age a little bit, because I would never say that. The reason why I would never say that, because truly my day, we're out on the field. We're on the pitch, right? We're out on court. If I said some of the things that is said to me in a video game after scoring a basket, or scoring a goal or making a play, guess what happens? I'd be punched in the face. I'd be going home to my mommy crying with a bloody nose or a black eye. And you know what my parent would say? You know what they would say to me? If I go home, they say, okay, why did Jimmy punch you in the face? Why did you do that? And I say, well, I called him a FN da 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 da. Then she would say, okay, you deserved it. That's what would happen. And then I would grow from that, right? What was my lesson at that moment? Right? Most people that get on the way to get on the internet are cowards, because they would never say that to this person in real life, because they know they would get punched in the face. That's just a simple fact about it, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think people are just it's too easy to write something on a screen about someone that you don't know, when in real life you would never do that. Like, it's for some reason the video game space it's a safe space for you to be an arsehole, but it's not a safe space for me to just play the video game. Like, I don't get it. Like, why do you have to, so anyway, I just say grow up. I truly mean grow up. To all the people that are out, listen, you talk a little bit of trash or whatever here and there, it's fine. But if you're going overboard and you're toxic and you're bringing politics and race and SA and all this other things in it, I would think, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You guys stepped over a line. You're acting like trash. Try to prove you're not. Grow up. Just grow up. Dude, I still never got a star on that one. I mean, that's going to have to be a nighttime mode. All right, so where are we to? Raider, traders, raider, trials. Yes. So I'm ranked 72. Dude, I went backwards, even though I did better. Wasn't I 50 something a minute ago? Yeah, so there's players are starting to go bananas here. And they're up my game, I guess. Make a little bit more ammo. So she's $5,300 now. If I upgrade this, she's 7,200. So an upgraded kettle. I have to sit back and do the math though to figure out what makes the most sense, but I wonder if I should use a better looter kit. Have more safe pockets. Oh, you know what though? I should make. I'll do that after. Raider projects. So this one is almost done. Select materials. But I need another $1,000. Okay, that's done. I need more Vandy items. All right, night raid. Night raid. Let's do Dan Battlegrounds, night raid. See what we can find. All right, so again, we're going with the friendly rule, right? Unless we're forced to PvP, we're not going to PvP until we get PvP. So if we get ratted, for lack of better terms, if someone shoots on us first and gets us, that's when we got to turn to PvP demon. So we're going to go with the demon, and then we're going to go in and PvP for a full round. That's what we're just going to do. We're going to bring in a good loadout. We're going to win. We're going to see what we can kill. And we're not going to care who cries. And that's how we're going to feel good about our day. That's the rule. Oh, perfect. I sure brought in more ammo. sure brought in a friggin' whatchamacallit, ticker or something. Make some noise. Thought I heard someone. Coming into PvP, or are you just looting? Hey, dude. My house. Did he go on? Is he waiting for me?
elevator.
So mostly going there, then I can kind of get an idea. Watch these buildings a little bit. What? Was I? I don't think you want to screw up, cat. Oh. Oh, anybody rock by? All right. I guess we'll creep up. I do like how you make a lot of noise, like when you're walking and stuff in this game. Like, it's pretty good for balancing. There's different ways, like to walk fast or slow or whatever. Why is there like... Oh. Yeah, it says load it up. Speed looter, I guess. He probably just spawned here. Picture frame. They're not really worth much. Sub socially obsolete. It was all looted too. Well, I am technically full, so I could just get out. You think you looted this one down here? So we can find out. Yeah, he's did, huh? Already looted. Some stuff is worth money, though. We're just gonna get out. Try to get out anyway. Is there a second wave of players trying to advocate for a more competitive and friendly experience in Ark, do you think? Ever since the first week, people have been asking to add a PvE mode or a PvP zone or a karma system. I think a karma system will work really well. People will have you. People will try to convince you that the game is in a really good state. Don't touch it. But those people are the ones that are just basically killing players for no other reason. Like if there was a reason to kill players in this game, then I would buy that as more of an excuse. But the reality is, you get, what do you get? 500 experience for killing a player, or 250 to down them, or assist or something. You get that from looting like 2 or 3 containers just by opening the containers. So it's not a good incentive. It's like, oh well, Matrix, if I kill you and get your loot, that's enough of incentive. That's how extraction shooters work. It is, but most other extraction shooters don't have a cool environment, weather changing, immersive, really cool, smart NPCs that are unique. That's why I bought this game. Everyone's like, oh, I bought it because of PvP. I don't think so. I think there's something to be said that a second set of players bought the game on week 2 or week 3, maybe because the influencers, like the bigger streamers and stuff, they were showing how fun it was. But if you watch me, now I'm nobody, but if you watch me, when I did a server slam, I hated this game. I did. Because when I spawned in, the first time I spawned, I got killed by Ark. That's fine. But after that, I kept getting killed by players, and it didn't feel good in a sense. Like, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. And what is that? I'll see Ark probe coming down, is it? But anyway, my point is, I didn't like the game first, and then after I started reading a little bit more and watching videos and stuff on it, the NPC side of it, that's what convinced me to pick the game up. I really, really enjoyed it after. I personally believe duos is kind of a more true representation of the game, where you have, you can go and do your looting, you can fight your Ark, but you have someone to watch your back. When you're in solo, most times I've died in solo is because you're either trusting of a player when you shouldn't have been. And it's not that, I'm not saying you're like, hey guy, want to work together? Sure. And then you shoot you in the back. That happens, but that's not as common. It's more don't shoot or I'm friendly. And so then you obviously then you decide not to shoot because you're friendly because you're a good human being and they take advantage of that and shoot you. Or you're prying something apart and they shoot you in the back, or you're shooting arcs and they shoot you in the back. So a lot of the behavior in this this is why I say, look, if you are proud about all your kills in solo and all you do is do free loadout, no risk, all reward, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I notice there's good people that I play with all the time that play like this and stuff. I'm sorry, you suck. I'm sorry. I challenge you to play the game a little bit differently. Now, there's a challenge to that because you're gonna say, Matrix, well, the problem is I only play solo, and when I go in, it's not my fault that the people won't shoot first because they're friendly. You're right. That's an issue with the game in a sense. That has to be resolved. That's why I say duos is a better way to do it because duos you're cautious. Trios is just PvP. It's just PvP all the time. But you're not seeing the unique skills of the one individual because it's a team. I like that too. Trios is fun as well, like with PvP. But I find with solos, it's missing something because most PvPers go in with a free kit. Again, no risk, all reward, right? And that's a shitty way to do it. Also, that breaks immersion anyway. It doesn't even make any sense. We're all living in the same Speranza. Listen, you can make it up yourself and say, oh, we live in different places. Dude, I literally watch us get into the loading tubes and go up to the thing. We live in the same place. So it doesn't even make any sense that me and you go up together and then you turn around and shoot me in the back and take my stuff down. It doesn't make any sense. There's got to be laws in the society. So for one, you're just blowing my mind. So you can say, well, Matrix is just a video game. What are you talking about? If it was just a video game, just get rid of arcs. Just get rid of arcs. Get rid of the weather. Just have a big friggin' just a maze, and we'll just go shoot each other with guns. Guess what? That game's already done a million times over. This game is unique. It has all this other cool stuff. So I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If I'm low on ammo or heals, I'll kill. But I do like a prayer, and I thank you dance. I'll prayer and thank you dance if you have to. I've never said take PvP out. Never. But I have said you need to make it better. Because PvP as a solo player, if you're going to PvP, it's easy. It's harder if you're going into try to PvPers that are online, mostly on Facebook and Reddit, I see, and are super toxic and are like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. You suck. I just killed you with my free loadout. You suck. It's like, actually, you suck because you are the one that not even willing to risk anything that you have and go in with gear to try to kill another player. You go in with nothing, right? Like that's like Tarkov already fixed their problem because that people used to do that with the scavs. And they have two things. They have a timer on the scavs and they have a karma system. So you just can't go in as a scav and murder everyone you see. You actually have to play a game, right? And I just find it ridiculous that people are like, oh, well, this. I think they need to fix the free kit thing, actually. I think they need to put a timer on it or have it based on rep or something. If they have a karma system in the game, I think it would make a lot of sense as well. There's a lot of little things they can definitely do. Whether or not they're going to do it, I don't know. Like, the bottom line is, I personally believe this game was a surprise success for developers. I think they never had any intention of this blowing up the way it did. And my proof to that is the way the expedition is being treated. It's a letdown, in my opinion. The expedition should be some sort of a, because really all the expedition does is making you hoard your gear, which should never be a thing in an extraction shooter. You should be using your gear, but to actually prestige, you have to hoard your gear, not bring it in, because you need to have all your money's worth of stuff in your inventory. So I think that goes against the whole nature of it, in my opinion. free kits if they did reduced raider damage but kept the arc damage the same, or that's not a bad idea either. If you're a free kit, maybe you got rubber bullets. You know, you do half the damage or something. Oh, this could be bad. We're gonna try to sneak in. Not again. The way I'm playing this today is I'm playing friendly until I get betrayed, and then I'm gonna have one full round of PvP, kill whatever I kill, and it is what it is. Do I have some hope? I have a lure grenade. Got your back, my friend. Right? Now, again, I knew where he was hiding. I could have easily went in and killed the guy and took his loot. But again, I asked the same question too. With PvP with this game, if you're playing it right, okay, if you're actually out looting yourself, again, there's no reason to PvP. Because if I kill that guy right there, I already got a full backpack. So what am I even taking? I'm picking through the trash, essentially, wasting time when I don't need most because I already got it myself. You know, like sure, if he had you could say, well, Matrix, if he had a purple or a yellow, you'd be pretty happy. Or a blueprint. I was like, for one, you're not getting blueprints anyway off any players unless they're already a free loadout. Right? Because everyone's going to put their blueprint in their safe pocket. So you're not getting a blueprint anyway. Now I'm sort of got lots of blueprints from doing that. It's like, yeah, because you're sitting there all day long killing people at extracts. I was lurking when you went into depth on expeditions. I was confused until you explained it thoroughly. Okay, well, if there's anything you need me to explain, I can definitely. Like, I think, so guys, Zombie Man 69. Man, after seeing all the names for players, I'm definitely losing hope in society. Not that my name's any better. So I think with the expedition, if you're somebody that is close to prestiging expedition, but you're on the fence, my question I would ask myself is, are you going to play the game a lot in the next 2 months, say? If the answer is no, I would not prestige. Because you're not going to take advantage of any of this stuff anyway, unless you want the cosmetics. You want the cosmetics, fine. Just to say you did it. Which kind of is what because I don't even know if I'm going to be playing this game for 2 months after this. I think I will. I got the shirt. You know, I got the shirt. I got the picture back there. I really like the game. So all my content on YouTube is lately has all been Arc Raider stuff. So I think I'll continue to play the game. I'm enjoying it. But as a solo, I'm not enjoying it as much. So I might have to kind of make up my own rules on that because I'm not a big PvPer unless it makes sense. I could be, I guess, for content purposes, but generally I'm not. Now, if I'm playing with the guys or whatever, we're playing trios, yeah, absolutely. We'll PvP all day. I love PvP. I come from a game, SCUM, where I played the developers with the tournament and stuff for like a six weeks straight. It was really strategic, lots and lots of fun. So I love the right environment. I love PvP, but it got to make sense to me, right? Like, just got to make sense. I like to splinter, sell around, and watch other players. I'll help whoever is getting ambushed, and it makes me happy. Absolutely. So you're again making your own kind of gameplay too, hey? Which is interesting. People make their own gameplay. But yeah, so going back to Expedition, if you're a person that is not going to be playing very much in the next month, 2 months, I probably wouldn't prestige because that tells me you don't have much time to play anyway. So by you having to start over, if you're not 75 yet, start over and you have to get all the blueprints again and all that stuff, because they're going to come out with more content, more maps and everything else. We should get the snow map soon. And I would imagine keep putting up more and more maps and stuff, right? So there's going to be more things to do even if you are at 75. But if you are a person that's going to be playing this game a lot, I absolutely would prestige because, like I was saying earlier, like I said, you get oops, wrong button. You get you'll get the buffs anyway right away. So that's going to help you on the second term getting back up to 75, getting all the things you need. It's going to give you a couple little keepsakes, and you'll probably get 1 or 2 skill points depending on how much you grind. I'm trying my hardest. Might have to change some stuff up. We'll see. But this 12 stash space is huge too. This is a permanent unlock as well. So this is actually pretty big. I mean, that's 12 more wolf packs in my head, right? That I think that's huge. That makes a huge difference. So I think, and you got a lot, and right now you do technically have time because you got until basically December 22nd. So up to the 21st. On 22nd, that's when it all changes. So yeah, I think that's what I would do. So right now I'm just trying to finish the game, which finish the game in a way. So I got 75. I'm gonna do the expedition, and I'll probably play the next time around. It depends on the content they give us. If it's all same old, rinse and repeat, I'm not a big PvPer for the sake of PvPing. You know, there's only so much of that I can do. And if I already did everything else, you know, other than if I haven't really taken the queen down yet, so that would be nice to do that. All right, so that run brought us 45,000, not including our current kit. So let's get rid of all that stuff again. Let's go to keys. Bring it over just in case. Quick use. Grab those 2 smoke grenades just in case. I don't even think I shot a bullet that last round. The other thing too is I don't know why they have a level cap on. Like they should remove the level cap. Just let you keep going. Because right now, every bit of XP, and it doesn't bother me per se, but I know I know if that's what keeps people going, it's gonna give them either bored, they're gonna leave the game, or bored and they're gonna just kill for the sake of killing, which is just essentially gonna ruin other people's fun and make them not play. So right now, I'm keeping getting experience, but it means nothing because I'm at level 75, so it doesn't do anything. Right? So it's that sense is kind of dumb. All right, let's go into the projects again, because I'm almost there. Let's go to combat items. I just brought home a Burletta, so we're gonna put that in there. And I brought home one of these guys. Jesus, it's not really worth very much money. Maybe I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna do either one of those. Let's go to provisions, because this is the gems stuff. So we just got a coffee pot. We got a film reel. So that almost gets us there. Look. Only 8,000 more. Because I already got survival and I got material done. So I'm basically just... I could probably just collect items and craft the combat ones. All honesty. What is the most expensive combat item? Snap traps for 800. Trigger nades are 1,000. Heavy fuses are 1,500. Lure grenades are 1,000. So can I... How many of those can I make? Let's make explosive compounds. I need crude. So we can make 9 of these. Is that enough to get me there? Got me up there. I saw on Amazon package locker at a gas station. Picture of myself wedging open with that beacon noise. You know what's funny about that? I was talking to another streamer a few weeks ago now, and we were talking about this game, and the first, and this is again, this is I'm gonna pick on PvP all day long. You know I'm going to the PvPers that only PvP on free loadouts. The fact that they're missing out on different things in life, which is just a silly thing. But I was going around, and my buddy said the same thing. After the first couple days of Arc Raiders, this happens sometimes with different video games. It's just like a weird brain thing. I was driving around real life in town and stopping at various places and thinking I seen like out of the corner of my eye like a wasp flying by, right? Or I would see a container, on the ground. As I, you know what I mean? Like you're thinking like, oh, I could search that because it looks similar to whatever container, or trash can, trash bin, or a car, like an old car that's sitting on the side of the road that someone, it's just funny like how sometimes that stuff happens. Where are we to? We still haven't see, I haven't completed all the quests. I actually stopped doing the quests because I'm gonna prestige anyway. So I was like, you know what? Because me and my other buddy Saintly, we were doing all the quests together. So I was originally holding off and waiting for him, but he kind of quit the game. He was really unhappy with the solo. He got frustrated with it and went back to Tarkov, ironically enough. But anyway, we were doing it together, so I just stopped doing them myself. I just kind of held off and just not really waiting for him to come back, because I know he's not really going to be at this point. But it gets to a certain point, it's like, well, I'm going to prestige in I know in 2 weeks anyway, so just as well, All right. Did that give me? I didn't kill anything that time. I almost feel like I should go in and kill wasps and stuff. Let's go in here. Let's take in enough firepower. Actually, you know what? We're gonna craft an anvil. Do I have an anvil? I have an anvil. So we're gonna take the anvil in. Let's upgrade it. You can't wants to do that. Oh shit, I'm out of wires. Okay, we're gonna do night raid. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna run to water real quick and put the stuff upstairs. close. Jeez Louise. Oh, God. Whew. So do you get the cosmetics now and the skill points later on the 23rd? No. Well, you can't, the expedition hasn't started yet, for one. I would assume you get it as soon as you hit the button to actually prestige, right? I assume that's when you get it. God. Cheers. Sorry, getting personal messages. Kid stuff. Yeah, care about that. Okay. No. So I'll show you. So it's been closed since the beginning. So if you go to project, it's up in the top of the corner. It says the expedition departure window is now closed, but it's opening. Yeah, I put up a video on YouTube on it. But it's opening on December 17th. That allows you to join the expedition. So in my head, I'm picturing a button. You'll push a button and it'll say, expedition committed or something. And then departing on, and then it's going to say departing on December 22nd. So the December 22nd part, or the 21st, is up to you between, well, now and then. But you need to make sure that you have at least 1 million credits, either actual credits or combination of things and credits in your inventory to get 1 skill point. And then you need, so then 2 million is 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 million is 5. So that's why you're seeing some of the streamers online. I was watching Grimm's last night. He has 3.5 million. So I don't know. I don't know what the best way of doing that. Like the way I'm doing it right now, I don't know how effective that is, but we're giving it a shot. All right, so we're gonna take this off. We're gonna actually go Night Raid and Blue Gate because shit. Stop. I thought I took that off. Why didn't that work? Here. There we go. I don't need a key if I'm playing Night Done. Although, do I have the key for the whatchamacallit? Which is it? Blue Gate cellar. Some here. There's a cellar actually that gives you some decent stuff. I don't really remember where all the places are on that. But yeah, so it's not started yet. It's like the whole event, as in collecting the stuff, is started, but the final submitting it is not started. That starts on the 17th, and then on the 21st, and then it closes again, and that's when the reset happens. So I want to kill wasps.
Have your eyes adjusted to the darkness,
Essentially,
Raider?
that's what I want to do.
Loot is ripe for the picking while most of Toledo is asleep. Though my suppliers say that Ark is twice as vigilant after sunset.
I think it's worth it for just the limited cosmetics. The skills are bordering. Well, it depends. Like I'm 75 and there's a skill that has it so you can hear better in with all the loud noises and stuff. That skill I didn't get. So if I had 5 extra points, I would get that one. Right? So it could mean a lot. It could be big. But yeah, I would absolutely prestige anyway because you'll get your cosmetics. So at least you said you did it. Like to me, that's unfortunately that's the end game. So to me, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna do that anyway, just so I can say I finished the game. If that makes any sense. Somebody was here. Actually, I'm heading down. Oh my god, I freaking alt. Fuck's sakes. What a fright, dude. You made me freaking alt tab. What a jerk. What happened? I lost all my freaking screens. You frightened the shit out of me. And I hit like the Windows key or some combination. And I lost all my fucking screens here. Oh my god, that's annoying. So anyway, we just got PvP'd, so now we're gonna go PvPing. Yeah, all my freaking this is annoying. I got 3 monitors, and they're all gone everywhere now. Where's OBS to? Where's OBS? Okay, hold on. Oh, that's so annoying. He literally, I was. This is just a me thing, but literally, I was scratching my nose and trying to bring up the map so I could mark the place I was going to go to, and I got shot, and it just frightened the shit out of me, and I hit a wrong combination key on my keyboard, and then all my windows minimized. So rot it. So now I gotta try to bring my windows back. It's not that many, but it's still annoying. So Uncle's Plaything. It's a dumb name. Is that the first or second skill, the left tree? Yeah, no, that's right. I'll show you. It's exactly right. It's this one. Blastborn. Right? So I went survival. So I could get security breach. But of course, by the time I got to security breach, they patched it apparently. Apparently, security breach originally, those lockers, was giving you like crazy stuff. So of course that sucks. And then over here, I worked up there because I noticed I was getting killed a lot by arcs in the sense I was running away. I was running away from arcs and I was running out of stamina. So that's why I went with this one. So it gave me like more stamina and everything else. But you notice I didn't finish it, right? I didn't go to the end balls, but I just kind of filled in between, right? But yeah, the only one I used was this one here. Wearing a shield doesn't slow you down as much. I used that. That was probably the first 5 I got. I wonder how many times I've been killed by someone else only killing because they got killed the game before. That's exactly it. So that's the game has made its own problem in a sense, because the first week, if you played day 1, it was a very unique experience if you played day 1, because the first week nobody on solos killed anybody. Nobody did. It was very, very rare. And the people that did kill you were people that were just new to the game and they just shot you as they seen you. Nobody was camping extracts. Nobody was like doing any ratty behavior or whatever. There was, now, if you played on trios, that was different. People were fighting. And duos the same thing. People were fighting, not always, but 50-50 on duos and pretty much 100% on trios. It's still 100% time on trios. And with duos, it's probably 70-30, 65-35, like something like that. But what happened was too many people played it on solo, and not even, I don't know if get used to is even the right thing, because the game wasn't out long enough to get used to something, but it was enough to put it a little bug in your ear to realize if you see another player on solo, that person might be, if you have the same thought pattern, if you're playing the game to try to loot and kill the arcs and to finish your missions, if you're doing that first and PvP second, then if you come across another player, in the back of your head, you're thinking, are they like me? Are they going to do the same thing as me? And on top of that, too, you got the don't shoot emote, right? That plays. So in your head as a human being, when you hear someone say don't shoot, you're questioning why. Does that mean you're friendly? Do you want to team up? Which is also another one of the emotes. So you kind of blame the devs for that part, that second part, though, by putting that in the game. By putting that in the game, it is putting the impression out there that you do want people to team up and play, which makes sense. But not everyone wants to do that, especially, and I said this in the very beginning, I think this is a very casual shooter in the sense of, and there's a reason why everyone called it Fortnite in the beginning. If you heard anybody say it was just like Fortnite, it's because it's so easy to get into. Anybody can pick up a controller and play. Anybody can just log in and play. Like, you don't have to be really good at anything because it doesn't take much to kill. You know what I mean? Like, it's, so anyway. That's what I gotta say about that. So now we gotta play PvP. And we're not doing free loadout bullshit. Let's go with a battle rifle. Let's make a proper kit with the gear I earned. This is the difference. This is the big difference between me PvPing versus the majority of people PvPing. I'm having a conversation right now based on let me make gear out of the materials that I've earned to go in to have a fight. When most of the other PvPers are like, let me just click on the free loadout button and go in and wreck some of their asses. Like, that's pretty much the mentality, right? Okay. I like the tactical one that does the smoke grenade. There's a couple other ones. This one is good too. This one's pretty good too. It gives you 1 health back every 5 seconds when damage is taken, so you don't have the bandage a lot of times. But I do like the shield break one, because when the shield breaks and the thing explodes, it gives you a smoke grenade. So it gives you that opportunity to get away, or at least have them lose their sights. So you should move left or right in that case. So we're gonna make one of these. We're gonna make a medium shield. So that's what we're gonna go with starting off. Now we need some proper bandages. We need some proper shields. So we're gonna take one of these in. We're gonna take in a Vita shot. We're gonna take in a couple more of these shields here. And now we need some bombs. So we're gonna actually go and bring in heavy fuse grenade. What goes in here? Oh, we're gonna bring in a ticker in case we're gonna go. Do I have any traps? Oh, I should make a trap. And this is the funny thing about it, right? So I keep hearing, the PvP, and I see some people doing PvP again on the streams and stuff. But I watched this other streamer, Grim. I watched him for years. He plays all kinds of PvP games, different other games and stuff too. But he was doing it right. He was going in with actual good kits. He was bringing explosives and traps, and he was going into actually PvP. He wasn't going into the weak-minded way of just going into free loadout. And look, you can go into free loadout and have fun too. That's perfectly fine. But if you're going to call yourself a true PvPer and that's what you do, stop being a coward and actually gear up and go in and play the game. That's how I look at it. And you want to know the answer to that question? That rhetorical question? You want to know the answer to that? The answer is when you go geared up and you go in and you get killed by someone that has a stitcher, you get pissed off, and then you go and get a free loadout, is what happens. And that's all the more reason to get rid of these freaking free loadouts. No, I need medium ammo. And I'm going to make... Actually, I have an anvil anyway. I'm going to bring an anvil in with a few rounds for arc. We got our battle rifle. Maybe I'll make a couple more rounds for that. Heavy. And I'm actually going to make a couple of these small grenades too. And explosive station. Let's make a jolt. Bring in a jolt mine. We got extra that, extra that, extra that. All right, which map we're going to go into PvP in? Which one are we actually going to do? We could do Blue Gate. We could do Night Blue Gate. Let's do Night Blue Gate. Let's go back into the same map. Maybe that's the rule we'll set. Wherever we died, we have to go back and revenge in that map. Geared up. Now, not to say that I'm going to do, I'm not Grim. It's not to say that I'm going to do any better than I just did, but at least I can say I tried, right? And went in with my actual gear. But I can see why the free loadout PvPers really like the game though, because if you think about it, they don't have some of the same problems that I have. Being when they do a free loadout, when they come out, they just sell everything they have, so their inventory is always blank. They don't have to spend 10 minutes trying to juggle stuff around, play Tetris. They just simply go right back in to another match and not have to worry about it. Okay, so I just start the map. Oh, I should have brought the key. Alright, so a lot of times people will go to Pilgrim's Peak. So let's check that out. Or I can go to Village. Let's go to Pilgrim's Peak first. We'll go around the map and see what we can find. I had a light bulb just go on, and it might actually be good. You can only loot up to a value if you brought it into the game, like in poker. I'm already seeing the holes. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, sounds like gunshots up here. So there's most like, oh, there we go. He's fighting him on the back. This is the rule. This is the rule. We can't be nice. We gotta kill. We gotta kill. Easy. Shit. Oh, really? That's where you're gonna lie down to? Oh my god. I missed my shot, so I suck. Fuck's sakes.
Get him! Fuck that guy! Oh.
Can we hold hands?
Yeah.
Think he got a defab for
All
us?
kinds with that guy, though. That guy? No, he's gonna punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Boys.
What a big meanie.
It was fun.
GG's. Now, why did I use a battle rifle in closed spaces? That's my bad. I downed Daredevil and Mr. King Uber. Killed me. All right, back to PvE. No, I'm gonna make an anvil though. Because I can. You need 5 mechanical components for that. I can only make 4. Shit. Oh well. Guess I'm not gonna make an anvil. Well, we'll bring in this. Do I have any ammo to make a couple rounds for it? I don't have any ammo. Well, we're gonna go in with no ammo for it then. There's lots of ammo for this gun. Sent to the hospital. You what? Are you sure? Missing far? Oh, yes, I am sure. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, the goal just then was I was supposed to shoot the guy outside, but I didn't have any cover. I was just that was just bad gameplay for me. Just bad gameplay. Good insight because I had the shocker there. that allowed me to get that kill because that killed his shield and the one-shot kill with the rifle. But I didn't anticipate. You know what? I'm gonna go back and say I actually did pretty good. Consider I got hit twice by the Rocketeer, and I got hit by the poppers inside, and I didn't know there was 2 players. I killed the guy I was trying to kill. So you know what? I'm gonna say that was a successful run. I'm gonna say it's successful. Now, some people say turn off crossplay because the logic is the PC players, you know, are not as toxic or ratty as, you know, whatever. But I don't think that's true. I think if this was 10 years ago, I would agree with that. But I don't agree anymore because 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if you had a computer, you knew what you were doing. You were kind of like a certain kind of person. But now anybody can buy a computer. You know, now like gaming computers, like everyone makes gaming computers. So I think it's just the same bras as long, really. What's up, Squid? All right, so my rule, Squid. This is my rule that I'm doing today. Let's see if I can adopt this going forward. Basically, I'm going to play how I normally play, which is just to try to complete the game. If I run across a player that are sketchy or whatever, then I got to combat, so be it. But I won't combat players just for the sake of combating players. If just because that's just my play style. Same with SCUM. You know, you know me from SCUM and stuff. I don't typically go out and sometimes I'll get in the mood with a sniper rifle to go around and do some stuff, but like generally speaking, that's not the case, right? Generally speaking, I'm doing my thing. However, if I do get killed by a player, as soon as I get killed by another player in solo, that's when the next round I have to be PvP. So I'm not going free loadout, but I'm gearing up for PvP. I'm going in with a loadout that I want to kill a player with. Assuming I have the materials for it, of course. Which I should, but I'm going to the hospital. So I always go to the hospital. Because there's money there. Killed the whole lobby last night just for you. I bet you did. I tried it once and it was hilarious, passive, and yeah. I don't even have a gun to take that stupid thing out. Don't turn yellow, don't turn yellow, don't turn yellow. Oh, someone's already through here. Pick up the scraps. Ooh. Five missing battery cell. Yeah, not doing that. Gotta go around this somehow. Which this dude is surprising.
Hello there.
Jesus, what a fright.
I'm so sorry.
No, what it was is the ambience bullets went past my head, and then I hear say hello there. Too funny.
That's
Too
hilarious.
funny. All right, good luck out there.
Good luck out there, man.
See, now if I was Squid, I would have had to kill that guy, right? That's what Squid would have did. Squid would have did. Can I get up in that building? What would Squid do? That's what I have to ask my question all the time, right? Kill him now. Bushes do a surprisingly good job stealing you from the arc. Yeah, they do. They do a pretty good job. Generally, they do. We're gonna hang it in here for a little bit. Try to anyway. I don't have any heavy ammo, so no sir, I'm friendly. I only go for shots, or I would have asked him to PvP and he said yes, then I would have killed him. Oh, so you're an honorable PvP, are you? Hello, sir. I know you just frightened the living daylights out of me, but since all that happened and we're both in good sport, would you like to PvP with me right now? Would you like to have a duel? And then you turn around back, you know, you look at each other and you turn around back on and you slowly walk away and count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, so forth, 9, 10. You turn around. Right? That's actually pretty good. You convince someone to take their shield off. So you have one shot, kill them, right? It's a good way to do it. Do you want a duel? I should try that. That'd be pretty good. Let me see. No stealing my content. Oh, hey.
You scared me. That's it. You scared me.
All good.
GG's, have a good game.
Have a good game. Isn't this game wonderful? You already did that? Yeah, I bet you did. You probably did everything. You probably did, yeah, like 1 billion. How much money do you have now? Like 1 billion credits? That's crazy. 4 million? That's crazy. I do too sometimes. I tell them I will try to kill you in 3 seconds, and if I kill them, it's no surprise. Well, that's fair. Like the out and about. This is kind of what I was talking about too. What do you guys think about this idea? So people are talking about PvP mode. I'm not. I think PvP mode is, in my head, selfishly, I would want a PvP mode so I can kill like the Queen and the Monarch, like the big bads like that, and not get third party. But hear me out on this. So we look at the map. You see how there's yellow and red? What about if these were only PvP zones? What about if those were PvP zones? So if you go in there and you kill somebody, well, that's a part of the deal. But if you kill them as they're leaving, you can't. Or you can, but you get negative karma. So these are like free-for-alls. But then if you do camp the guy outside and kill a guy leaving space travel, or kill a guy to extract, then you still can, but you get negative rep. And then as you go down a rep, something happens. Maybe it's about the traders. Maybe it's I don't know what the right answer, because I don't think it's in the game right now. something that you can take away from somebody. Because if you're a PvP player and all you do is free loadouts, you don't even care about the traders anyway, because you're not making anything. All you're doing is selling stuff anyway. Unless you reduce the cost to sell, maybe that could be something that's like currently in the game now. So if hypothetically you kill a player at extract and you get all their stuff, so just say the item is worth 10,000, but because you did negative karma, maybe it's only worth 5,000, or maybe it's only worth 1,000. So that reduces the reason to kill them in those areas. So if you want to kill someone, you still can, but you have to go to space travel ability to do it. What do you think of that idea? Would that make sense? I know people don't like rules and people don't want to be restricted. They want to do whatever the hell they want to do. But I'm just thinking as an overall thing, because the reality is this project, this expedition is lame. It's not a fun grind. Grinding for grind like this, it's not. I'm my expectations let down. This is not cool. So I'm gonna do it to say I did it. I hit 75 already, good, because I don't finish a lot of games, so I'm told. And I'm gonna do it for sake of doing it. I'll have the cosmetics, but the reality is I don't know how much more I could do with it because it's a lot of rinse and repeat, right? Fighting the enemies and stuff, the NPCs, that's a bit unique in a sense. But even that it's gonna get tiresome after a while unless they release more bad guys, more enemies, da da da. So I'm just kind of thinking of a way to do it to spice it up. So if you know, we already know it's red, so it's high value loot. So we know to expect PvP there. But if we had some sort of a little bit of a rule behind it, if you PvP someone outside that, like maybe like you could even come up with a lore thing, like to say that they have cameras everywhere except for these locations. So if you fight someone outside the location, there's consequences for your actions. Something like that. I don't know. Just trying to think of ways that would make sense for everybody. Jesus. Oh, fireworks. Happy New Year! This is gonna be picked over, isn't it? I don't know why I'm going up here. Is it extract up here?
Head home at the northern station.
Jeez. Dude, I don't know if I've ever been to this place before. Where is this? What building am I in? Oh, Galleria. I don't think I've ever been in this building before. Waiting for the yo and then all the gunshots. Oh, someone's already through here. I'll look at that after when I die in a second. All fair fights. All right, I'll look at that in a second. I promise. Dude, there's so much great Mulan here. Where am I to? I was over here. Wasn't I? Actually, it's in the hospital itself, where's where the extract is.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Yeah, people can definitely be killers, okay? No! Oh, now we got to fight. But that's your rat right there, Squid. He set up a freaking trap at the thing. Can't see down there, though. So far down the corridor. Yeah. Definition of a... That's your rat. See what he did? He set up a trap at the thing, which I took a little bit of damage from, I think. I'm not sure. My mistake. I should have probably healed. Excuse me. And he hit the button. So I would, so the person would just run in. Now, someone threw smoke. I don't know if it was the same guy threw smoke or who it was, but I also threw smoke. I just happened to see the light, so I went to the other entranceway, and then by the time I got there, the doors closed. Otherwise, I would have got in. But that guy was sitting in the corner with the rat-a-tat-a, and, well, see what happened there. Surprised he got me so close, right? Case in point, maybe you can reason with this rat and make him change his ways. Yeah. Yeah. So that's so that funny. So I ran into two people. They're like, hey, have a good day. Right? And as soon as I get to the extract, kill. And what did he get from me? Nothing. Nothing. Like what? I don't even know what I had. Wasn't it? The only thing that I had valued I wanted to keep was the plants, and I put that in my safe pocket. So enjoy whatever that was. Yeah. All right, so let's look at your video. Let's check this out.
Please, man, I don't want to kill anymore, man. Don't come up here, please. Just don't come up here, dude. I don't want to kill anymore. I don't want to kill anymore, bro. Please. Please. Please, bro. Please. Please, bro.
You're so obnoxious. Oh, damn. But at least you didn't, like, you know, get on with... Now, I don't know what else you do, but so I didn't see it as of yet. But at least you didn't... That was 8 players. So you were feeling pretty cocky at that point, hey? What I didn't notice what gun that was. What'd you use? What gun was that?
Please, man, I don't want to kill anymore, man. Don't come up here, please. Just don't come up here, dude.
What
I don't
kettle
want
was
to kill
that?
anymore.
Was that a level 1?
Please, bro.
Which kettle was that?
I don't want to... Please.
25.
I don't want to kill anymore, bro. Please. Please.
That's pretty annoying. Just saying. I'm gonna run the washroom, guys. And we should have enough time for one more round. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, yeah. Feeling old. Oh my, irritated. Oh, that was a kettle 4. Okay, so that wasn't a free loadout you went in with then. Was not a free loadout you did went in with. Oh my stupid Christmas lights. The freaking breaker tripped again. So irritated with that. I don't know what to do with it. Probably as soon as the snow started falling, honestly. Kettle with kinetic converter. Thing shoots like a beast. And all I wanted to do was loot, so I warned him not to come up. Probably still could have looted. You didn't have to murder him. So this kinetic converter, is that something that I can make? Let me just see. Shot. What is this kinetic converter you're talking about? Is this like a legendary thing? Oh, he shot. Well, if he shot at you, then that's it, right? That's it. You have to kill him. It's a gold. Oh, okay. So it's okay. So it's actually a. I don't have that one. Do you have that blueprint? I have the padded stock. I have a padded stock. It's the best I got. All right, just because I'm lazy, I'm gonna go as a free kit here now. Do free kit, night raid, buried city. Just because I'm lazy, because I don't know if I gotta bring my son to work or not. My freaking arse. He works on Monday. He's supposed to be in school, like university, and he's home today. Now, I took the day off, the vacation day, for myself, just to relax. Every single time, every vacation day I've taken this year, somebody's home. There's never been a day that I could just, you know, I'm about mental health stuff, I swear to God. Like, there's never a day that I could just, like, someone looking at me. Anyway, he doesn't drive. And he hasn't asked me for a ride, so I don't know if he's expecting. Assuming he is, because he has clothes on, so I'm assuming he's going to want me to bring him, despite the snowstorm we had outside to work. All right, so we got a rattler. No, sir, I just have 10, and when I bring one, I put in my safe slot, and I pull it out and put it away accordingly. But it's an attachment for your gun, though, right? Yeah, backstock, yeah. Okay. Wow, okay, we'll go with rubber. Level 1 Rattler is kind of... It's not enough bullets in the Rattler to do anything. Oh, okay. I getcha. God, you don't get enough clips in this game, don't you? I used to run it with the Bobcat, with the kettle hits for 3 times more damage. It was probably the best gun in the game right now. I'm surprised they don't do more nerfing and things like nerfing. You know what? I'm just gonna extract now because I just increased the score. So faded photograph. I hear somebody. Oh, playing cards. That's worth a lot. Somebody here.
Yo, you friendly behind me, brother?
It was me, yes.
Alright.
Oh, shit. What's right here?
Alright, I'm on the train.
Four people. You like the pace I play at? Does that mean I'm slow or fast? I'm because obviously I stop and talk to you guys, right? Like it's it's part of the deal. So that was not bad, 24,000, including the couple crappy stuff, but that was mostly me being lazy, right? Not setting up a kit. All right, so that moved up my personal best a little tiny bit. Not much, but a little tiny bit. Just want to see where I'm on that list, because 74, so I'm barely even holding ground. I'm losing ground, actually. So these people are like, all these people ahead of me are playing today, I guess. But what I've been doing is like I basically go in a free loadout and then use that loadout to just to kind of upgrade and play from that loadout. Like I had a problem in the beginning. I was always full of stuff because I go in as a free loadout and I just wouldn't die. Like obviously I'm dying to players and stuff on occasion and Arc on occasion, but like a lot of times like me and Saint would protect each other, so I just never lost the gear, so I just kept going with it. Not a bad thing. It's a good experience. What am I doing? I'm just trading out the kit again.
Good to see you in one piece.
Put a loot, just a looter. So now I'll put the looter kit in. And I'll upgrade this so I can get a few more bullets in the damn thing. We're gonna add a good bandage in there. Smoke grenade. Do I have the little ones left? I'm gonna change that out for this one. We need more blue ammo, and we'll probably make a compensator. I don't know, depends. I don't know if I got the materials for it. Do I have materials for it? Materials for that. And stock. Okay, some base stuff. What was I going to do? I was going to go into here again. Projects. So what's your opinion, Squid, on this whole expedition thing? Like it's you're like a riverboat ride that's just going with the flow. Thank you. I don't know, maybe. What is your opinion on this? Like, I was kind of this screen right now with having to put all this stuff in. I think this is dumb because the first 4 stages was certain things, and then this stage to me is called. It should be called a shit show stage, because it's or just F it, just throw it at the wall, right? Because the other 4 stages are thought out. You have to think of it as, oh, I need this, I need that, I got to save this, I'm not sure what's coming next, da, da, da. But then when you get to the 4th stage, it's like, yeah, we just want everything. Just like throw it all on there. Like before it was like, okay, the first room in this rocket ship or whatever it is gonna hold our picture frames. It's gonna hold, our beef stew. It's gonna hold our noodles. It's gonna hold our, And then the second room is like, oh, it's gonna hold this and that. And then the 5th room is like everything else. We're just gonna chuck it in there. Just chuck it all in there and go from there. So I'm kind of disappointed with this, and maybe I'm disappointed, I guess, or maybe just feeling misled with the fact that the skill points is based on even more of your money going in there, right? Like you need like 1 million for 1, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million for the skills, because I was under the impression you would just get them. Like you don't just get them. It's like this part gets you them, but it's like basically $1 million worth of materials, if not more, plus another $5 million of materials. And on top of that, isn't this kind of the opposite of what you would expect for these kind of games to do? Isn't this kind of like making you hoard things instead of using them? So all these usable items that I've been saving to use for battles and all that stuff, I'm just throwing it all in the trash to prestige. Now I know when you prestige, you're going to throw it in the trash anyway because you're starting over. I get it, and I guess maybe that's the logic behind it. But at the same time, I don't know. I just kind of feel it's a little bit let down with it, and I kind of expected a bit more because it's not even like a big boss battle. You fight at the end, maybe an invitation to go into another level. I mean, that's an idea too. Maybe if you do the thing at the end of the season, then you get an invite, not a personal invite, but basically your account allows you to play on a special level that maybe you fight a special boss or something. And then everyone goes in and tries to kill the boss. It's a queue system, but everyone goes in and fight the boss. Like something like that. I don't know. So we have... what did I just bring in? We have a wristwatch. Oh, there we go. So I don't need to use the silver tool. So now we're good. So we're good with this category too. So all I have left now is the combat items, which is not even that much, 25,000. Right? Like I can probably just make that stuff. Like I could get rid of the anvil splitter, honestly. That's one thing I can get rid of. And then, that should be easy. And then everything else is gravy. They should definitely expand on this and all our forms of PvE content, to be honest. This to me seemed tacked on. It is tacked on. And gives the impression the game is a great idea that tries to reach too many things. So jack of all trades but master of none. Yeah, I agree with that. Like the strength with this game absolutely is the lore and the fighting those unique enemies and stuff. Like the PvP, it can be fun too. Absolutely, the interaction with the players and stuff can be fun. But I ranted a million times over. If I wanted to just do PvP, I'd play PUBG. Or I'd play Call of Duty. I'd play Battlefield. Battlefield 6 just came out. There's great PvP in that, right? It's, team-based stuff generally, but, it's still great. It's great. This game is not special with its PvP, in my opinion. But, like, this environment is different. It's special. And I think it needs to go. Like, the original concept of the game was supposed to be almost like not a tower. The original concept of the game this was Helldivers, basically. This was supposed to be Helldivers, and then they changed stuff. So why not have a big, giant monster boss that you fight? So here's an idea. I mean, obviously, we're just discussing between us and nobody. But if you prestige as in the whole point of this expedition is not to go to a mystery land. Like, what are you even doing here? Loading the caravan with vital supplies, combat gear, survival equipment, provisions, repair materials are needed to fully prepare for the expedition. Expedition for what? Like, what are you even doing here? You going to Mars? Like, what is this? This doesn't make any sense in itself. But just stay with me for a second. What about you're actually bringing the materials together? So you're going. So it kind of makes sense where you're getting the materials together to bring with you to go fight the thing. So maybe there's a big event. So all the players that contribute to it to reset their characters will. This is your buy-in, right? So you go in. So this is your buy-in, so you can do that final battle. If you do it, you go to the final battle, which obviously is going to be servers and stuff. So basically, you still use your current stash. You use your loading, whatever all this stuff is, and you queue into another level that we don't have access to normally, which has a boss on it. And then everyone goes on there and they fight the boss. And then if you succeed, and maybe it's not you personally succeeding, it could be, but it also could be if a certain number of successions are made. So if maybe you need to have 1,000 over everybody, or 1,000,000, or whatever number they come up with, times they beat this particular boss, right? If you guys do it, then you get like a tier scale reward for the season. So it's up to the community whether or not they get the full tier scale. So they get 1 to 5 or whatever. Not talking about the skill points, but it could be something else. It could be cosmetics. It could be something. But basically, you commit the whole season to do the thing, and at the end, you all fight to do the thing. And if you accomplish it, you get the reward for it. You feel like you're rewarded. The only reward you get from this is to say you get to play again. You really think about it. Like, the only reward I get from this is, yes, I get the 5 skill points. Yes, I get the bonus experience and that kind of stuff. The cosmetics are a reward. Absolutely. The cosmetics with your outfit, Scrappy, and the banner, or whatever it is. Those are technically rewards. Not really enough for this much of a grind, but it's something. But the other stuff it's fine. If you're going to play it in, this is what I said before. If you are going to play for the next 2 or 3 months anyway, that was no question we're going to do it anyway, then go ahead, do this thing. If you don't have much time to play, don't bother with it. Unless you want the cosmetics. But don't bother with it, because you are losing your blueprints, all the things that you spent the last, if you only got a couple hours to play here and there, you're only playing the weekends, don't do this. Don't do this at all. Because there's not enough in this that's going to benefit you to continue to play beyond this. But if you're someone that's like us, who's playing it every day, streaming and everything else, then yeah, do this. Get it done, and then see how the game progresses and continue on. Because you're technically missing out then if you don't do it. I like to think that maybe this was a bigger part in the PvE version of the game, but I think that's the case. I think it's something they had. I truly believe the developers of this game never expected for this to be a success. At least not to this degree. And I feel they had a different vision. They thought it was going to go a certain way. They had more time. Maybe, I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe even people got shuffled around project-wise or left the company, or, they were done with their job and they moved on to something else or whatever, so they don't have the same team to continue to develop this. Like, I know there's a 10-year roadmap or something, but who's to say that always existed? You know what I mean? Like, that might not have been even that might not have ever been really a thing. It could have been something in the background somewhere. And I said, oh shit, we just made, I was ranting the first week. What was I saying? I was ranting the first week. I said, you know what? They made so much money from this game. They should not charge for season passes. They should only charge for cosmetics. They don't need to charge for season passes. I mean, charging for season passes it does split the community because, again, it's only cosmetic again. But, they totally could just, the deck pass and stuff, they could totally have them all free. It's just something you look forward to. And I'm wondering, I will really wonder if they start charging for deck passes or whatever, like the progression passes, because they're kind of progression passes. If they start charging for those, then I wonder if you're going to see a drop off of interest. it's not going to be massive. You're not going to drop to, but I think you will, because some people are just kind of like, you know what? As long as this is free, I'm progressing. They keep rolling with it, right? But as soon as like the deck thing, as soon as this season 2 comes out, if there's 2 versions, there's your regular version and your paid version. A lot of people are going to look at the paid version because the paid version is going to have better stuff in it, and they're going to look at the measly basic version and be like, you know, I don't know if it's even worth me playing this thing. Because a lot of people play for the reward, right? Because they already did the game. You got to remember, they already did the gameplay loop, so that part's not new. Other than to add new maps and stuff. Obviously, they all pick the game. But anyway, I don't know. I also believe that that is the case. I also think there is so much gone in from the original that is near completion that it will most likely make appearances. I hope so. I do hope that is also true. I don't know if I have time for another round. Yes, I'm going to do one round. We'll do a quick one. We'll go back to Berry's City. See what happens. This might be my last one. I don't know, because my son hasn't told me anything, whether or not he's ride to town or not. My plan was, actually no, this is my last run anyway, because I was going to make supper. That was my plan. I was going to make supper. So whether or not I gotta leave or gonna make supper, I don't know. We'll find out. This one I may not be as cautious because I just don't have as much time to play, so I might be a bit more aggressive. But I think what I've been doing today, which was play normal, and then if I'm wronged, then I had to right the wrong by playing a PvP match. Okay, where am I to? Warehouse. See if we get the hospital. There's an extract over there as well. So let's go there. Yeah, we're gonna kill everything we see. Well, I don't have a lot of firepower, but we can try. This gun is not very good for PvP. Well, at least not in the first 2 stages. It's only 14 bullets. Have that many bullets anyway. I tell you, I tried playing SCUM the other day. Man, it took me a few tries. Because the controls, I felt the controls are like so bad. But they're not bad, but I felt they were bad because of oh, that's how I loot it. What the hell? Is this hospital? Yeah, it's hospital. Hospital usually is guaranteed to have decent loot in it. The other ones do too, but my boss hospital is pretty easy. The turret over in that corner, so at least I can protect it. Oh, wait. Do you not see me? Another rattler. Oh, Jolt Mine's good. Shit. Oh, another rattler. Shot is he on? Did he extract? I wonder. Should put on the other door. Anyway, that's that. Ooh, oh. So where did that bring me? Anyway, I'm out here, guys. I gotta check the chart, but did I move up at all in the chart? Raider trials 61. So I moved up the leaderboard a little ways. Still not as far as I needed to be. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's possible we might do another stream later. It's also possible it may be a different game, but we'll see. Anyway, we had a